What's going on YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're talking about Absolute Power, Special Edition, Free Comic Book Day, issue number 1. This one is written by Mark Waid with art by Mikel Janin, I think that's how you pronounce it. The prelude to the epic event. That's right, the big summer event this year is known as Absolute Power. And I guess, like from what I gather, you have Failsafe, you have Amanda Waller, you have the Brainiac Queen, who is currently kind of being set up in the House of Brainiac event, and I think what it is Amanda Waller's just taking the powers of the Justice League to gain like absolute power or something like that. That's what I've gathered from some information. I don't know all the details, but at the same time, like, you know what, I'm just gonna kind of wait and see how the story kind of unfolds as I go about looking at it. So, but yeah, so the story in this particular issue, like I said, it's free comic book day, so it's free. You can check this thing out on Amazon Kindle, or if you went to your comic book shop yesterday for free comic book day. It was quite a busy day, so I didn't really get around to going to my comic book shop for free comic book day, but that's okay. I mean, I got the issue for free right here. So, but support your local comic book shops. They definitely need the help. But anyway, so this one here, we open up with Failsafe. So this is set after some of the current stuff going on in the main Batman book right now by Chip Zdarsky. And they're in the Hall of Order. You have one of these characters right here with electrical abilities. You have Amanda Waller doing her shtick. You got Temple Fugit right here. Okay, clocking at Harley Knight. Pretty much, and you got Green Arrow there. Amanda Waller's doing her thing. She's got influence basically over everyone. One of the electric metas, if you will, is asked to kind of utilize his full ability to his power because she needs the abilities for something, and it goes wrong, and then he kind of explodes and all that, and she's kind of angry because it's like the last missing piece of her puzzle. And so Amanda Waller goes to talk to Dreamer, and Dreamer is talking about how she can't really see what's going on in the future, but in reality, she sees the Justice League basically being chained up, and that's the future she's going to have to try and do her best to avoid. But then something comes in the Earth's atmosphere, and with Failsafe there, it might be something that she's looking for. So, well then, let's go get it. Like I said, that's it. That's kind of the prelude, like prequel sort of setup issue in a nutshell. And again, this is a free comic book day thing. I don't expect too much because, well, it's free comic book day. It's not really designed to be the most overly expansive comic book around. It's just meant to kind of give you a tease for what's to come. So in terms of the artwork, I thought it was pretty solid overall. The cover right here, like I said, you got the Brainiac Queen there, you got Failsafe, and you got Waller. And at this point, this is definitely after the Zdarsky thing. So I guess spoilers ahead for what's going to happen in there. So Failsafe is still going to be sticking around, it seems. We're not going to be getting rid of this character anytime soon. Waller seemingly has some tragic stuff that went on in her past as we kind of get a little information here. I think that's going to be the John Ridley storyline that's going to kind of dive into her past. But basically, something happened to kind of make her as kind of cold-hearted and like ruthless as she is, to where she's like, never again. So we're going to learn it. They're going to add some tragic backstory to Amanda Waller stuff. So, I mean, cool, I suppose. At least, like, I mean, it'll give us an understanding of why she is so cold, but will it really try to craft her as this big sympathetic figure despite all the terrible stuff she did? I don't really think so. But we'll see kind of what happens. But yeah, like I said, this is a very quick couple pages issue. You can check it out for free, like through Amazon Kindle or something else like that. It's setting the stage for Absolute Power, an event when I'm just sort of like, well, you know, I'll go check it out. I don't really have too much in terms of like high expectations for it. The image of the Justice League kind of like in chains, if you will, is kind of like handcuffs, is kind of interesting looking. But given all the events we've had at DC, I just feel a bit event fatigued right now. Now, House of Brainiac so far actually has been pretty good, but it's only been like 3 issues. Now, keep in mind, I'm not really looking at all the tie-ins, but Absolute Power is going to take over like the whole summer, much like Night Terrors did last year. And Night Terrors was a big disappointment. So we'll see how Absolute Power turns out. I hope it's good, since this is Mark Waid writing. Like, if Mark Waid writes the issues like himself, I think it will probably be pretty decent. I really like what he's done with World's Finest. There hasn't been a bad issue in that run. Batman vs. Robin was decent. The whole Lazarus Planet thing just was kind of eh. I mean, there's so many issues that just felt so absent from it. They didn't really need the Lazarus Planet like title in it. So like when I covered that, I think after that one, I was just kind of like, or Night Terrors and Lazarus Planet, I was kind of done with all the major events. So I'm only like reading like the main stuff and just kind of skipping over the tie-ins, unless it's part of a book I'm actively reading. So I really do hope Absolute Power is good. I want a really awesome event that I can get excited for. But given that DC's had so many going on right now, it just kind of lessens the impact when you have just event after event after event after event. And I understand that. It's good to, I mean, every year they should have something, but when you do it so often, it kind of lessens the impact, if you will. Now, I'm fine with like crossovers and that between different titles. That's always kind of fun and exciting from time to time. But when you go like overboard with events, it just kind of becomes exhausting to a certain degree. But hopefully with Mark Waid running this thing, it'll actually be pretty good. And if he does write most of the issues and it's not like 100 different tie-ins that just feel kind of meaningless, hopefully it's all like substantial, like really interesting stuff. So, but yeah, like I said, Free Comic Book Day issue, just meant to kind of give a little backdrop and set up for what's to come later on this year. Yes, it does kind of spoil things like, okay, we know Failsafe's going to somehow beat Batman and all that stuff and end up in Waller stuff. So based on this and solicitation. So if you're reading Batman, like the main book with Failsafe, get ready to get kind of used to his character for a little while. And in terms of House of Brainiac, well, we know the Brainiac Queen is coming, so it's like I said, they're just lead-ups to like this big, huge event. Now, the aftermath of Absolute Power will be kind of interesting, so we'll see how that all turns out. But in terms of like a little setup issue, I thought this one was fine. I mean, again, it's a Free Comic Book Day thing. You get a couple pages here and there, and some decent-looking artwork, and the image of the Justice League in chains, if you will, is one that's kind of a bit of has, you know, potential to be really like lasting, impactful, like, you know, image that kind of sticks around. So, but anyways, what did you think of Absolute Power, the Free Comic Book Day edition? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Post your comments down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to your channel for more content, hit that bell for notifications. I think that'll be it in terms of DC books for me this week. There was that anthology book, but if I haven't gotten around to reading it yet today, I probably won't even get around to it at this point, or maybe I'll do a video on it. I don't exactly know, but want to get this one out here. Probably should have gotten this one out there yesterday, but other things got in the way. But all right, well, that's all I have to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.